Welcome to Funful English. In this video, we will talk about 35 idioms commonly used for describing our mood and feeling. Let's begin. Bent out of shape. When you are bent out of shape over something, you feel very annoyed or angry. You can use the preposition about instead of over if you prefer. Sample sentence. He got bent out of shape over the dress code at work. On cloud nine. When someone is on cloud nine, it means that he or she is feeling extremely happy. Sample sentence. When he finally proposed to her, she was on cloud nine. Spaced out. When you are not concentrating on what is going around you, you can say you are spaced out or daydreaming. Sample sentence. Tony, are you listening? You look totally spaced out. Shaken up. After people received shocking news or experienced something unexpected, they may feel shaken up. It means to be shocked or very surprised. Sample sentence. After the accident, she was completely shaken up. On pins and needles. When people say they're on pins and needles, it really means that they are feeling anxious or nervous. Sample sentence. The movie was so suspenseful, I was on pins and needles the whole time. Beat and bushed. The next time someone asks you how you're feeling after a long and tiring day, you can tell them that you are beat and bust. This is another way to say that you're exhausted. A perfect excuse not to wash the dish. Sample sentence. Sorry, I can't do the chores today. I'm beat and bushed. Fed up. Whenever you feel really frustrated about something and no longer want to deal with it, you can tell people that you are completely fed up. Sample sentence. I've had a terrible day at work and I'm feeling completely fed up. Chilled out. This expression simply means the same as relaxed. It's an informal expression, and you can use it to talk about how you feel or to describe an activity that makes you feel that way. Sample sentence. I feel really chilled out after my yoga class. It really helps me relax. Under the weather. If you're sick or just not feeling so well, just say you're under the weather. In English, people only tend to use this expression to describe being slight sick rather than being seriously ill. Sample sentence. Alice is feeling a bit under the weather tonight, so she won't be joining us for dinner. Head over heels. Being in love is an amazing feeling. Being head over heels in love is a popular expression to describe that feeling of being completely in love with someone. You can also say you are madly in love. Sample sentence. He fell head over heels in love with his best friend's sister. Lose your cool. If you lose your cool, you become visibly angry or lose your composure. Sample sentence. As a parent, it's important to never lose your cool in front of your kids. Blow a fuse. If you blow a fuse, you suddenly become furious. Sample sentence. I blow a fuse when I found out my cable company overcharged me. Seeing red. If you are seeing red, you are furious. Sample sentence. These tax increases have taxpayers seeing red. Makes your blood boil. If something makes your blood boil, it causes you to feel anger. Sample sentence. Noisy, inconsiderate neighbors really make my blood boil. Go off the deep end. If you go off the deep end, you become very angry. We can also use this expression to communicate that someone has taken something to the extreme and has started to act irrationally. Sample sentence. I went off the deep end and started yelling every four-letter word I could think of. I don't think I've never been so mad. Fly off the handle. If you fly off the handle, you suddenly become furious, often for no reason. Sample sentence. My boss completely flew off the handle when I interrupted him during his presentation. Foaming at the mouth. If you are foaming at the mouth, you are visibly angry or annoyed. We often use this idiom in the progressive tenses. Sample sentence. I was foaming at the mouth when I saw my son's report card. On the top of the world. If you feel on top of the world, you are elated and euphoric, often because of a great accomplishment. Sample sentence. Olivia and Ken had just purchased their dream home in a Chicago suburb. They felt on top of the world. Over the moon. If you are over the moon, you are extremely happy, delighted, or pleased. Sample sentence. Susan was over the moon about her vacation to Switzerland. She said it was the best trip she has never taken. Tickled pink. If you are tickled pink, it means you are extremely delighted. I was tickled pink when I got on the scale and saw how much weight I'd lost. Make your day. If something makes your day, it means that something has made you happy or put you in a good mood. Sample sentence. I received a really nice compliment and it made my day. Happy camper. If you are a happy camper, you are satisfied or pleased with something. We often use this expression in the negative form. Sample sentence. I don't have anything negative to say about this company. I'm a happy camper. Bummed out. If you are bummed out, you are sad, discouraged, or moderately depressed. We used bummed out to talk about how someone feels after an unfortunate, but not catastrophic, event. Sample sentence. Felix is a little bummed out. His favorite restaurant just went out of business. Down in the dumps. If you down in the dumps, you feel depressed or sad about something that has happened. Sample sentence. My son has been a little down in the dumps since his best friend moved away. Out of sorts. If you feel out of sorts, you feel unhappy, irritated, slightly unwell, or in low spirits. Sample sentence. This coldness has made me feeling out of sorts. In the zone. If you are in the zone, you are in a state of total focus and concentration and doing something at a very high level. Sample sentence. It's hard for me to get in the zone if I'm listening to loud music. Zoned out. If you are zoned out, you are not thinking clearly or paying attention to what is happening because you are tired. Sample sentence. My newborn woke me up 5 times last night. I've been zoned out all this morning. Shaking like a leaf. If someone is shaking like a leaf, he or she is shaking a lot because he or she are scared, nervous, or cold. Sample sentence. Amy was shaking like a leaf when she gave her speech in front of the entire school. Blood runs cold. If someone's blood runs cold, he or she is extremely frightened. Sample sentence. Walking through the cemetery at midnight made my blood run cold. In seventh heaven. In seventh heaven means extreme happy. Sample sentence. Since they got married, they've been in seventh heaven. Wake up on the wrong side of the bed. If you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you wake up in a bad mood. Sample sentence. My boss woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It's not a good day to try to leave early. No hard feelings. This means without offense or anger. It might be used after an argument to express the thought or hope that no one will be continued to be angry afterwards. Sample sentence. No hard feelings, lady. That's life. Be as hard as nails. This idiom is used to describe a person who is insensitive and has no compassion or empathy for others. Sample sentence. Tina will be great in this new business because she is as hard as nails. To have butterflies in your stomach. This is used to describe a person feeling very nervous, usually about something the person is going to do. Sample sentence. I have terrible butterflies before I gave talk in front of the crowd last week. Bored to death or bored to tears. If you are bored to death or bored to tears, you are extremely bored. Sample sentence. We lost power during the hurricane and didn't know how to entertain ourselves. We were bored to tears.